Well, folks, here's my motor. Pretty much got my donors, like it was a camper at one time. Somebody had a body on it and stuff like that, but I feel it's been hovering around. And if I let it sit too long, this motor is probably just going to go bad. So the plan here is pull this motor out. Judging by the blue, maybe it's only a 305. I don't know. I don't know where to check. I guess I'll have to go peek-see and see what's what, but I'm pretty sure it's a 350, but it doesn't matter for what I'm doing anyways. I'll probably grab the forklift, pull it up a little bit. You know what? I could probably get underneath there. I think it's just the turbo 350. What else we got going on here? Yeah. Try to save this Speedo cable because it looks monstrously long, so that'd be nice. Pull the motor mounts, transmission mount, disconnect the Hydro Boost from the power steering, and I think we're going to be golden here. Pop this sucker out. Yeah. Easy peasy. Then we'll get it all cleaned up and hopefully slide her in. That would be kind of a goal. I think that'd be awesome. So I guess as you can tell, that's our plan. I think this round is at least get the motor sitting in that truck. It'd be nice to get the motor with the drive shaft kind of mocked up and in there, possibly steering and getting the shifter linkage working. If you look on here, my truck kind of has some of that same stuff, so I think I'm gonna try to reuse some of this stuff if I can. That is my plan. Anyways, let's get going and pull this sucker out. Well, that was a pretty productive night. What do? We got the motor out. I pressure washed it. It's marginally clean, not too bad. You didn't see, I did brakes on Esther's car quick. The pressure wash doesn't quite. I guess I'll go try and we'll strip the manifolds off and pull the plug wires. We'll strip the motor down a little bit, and then we'll probably tomorrow give it a zap with that thing to clean it up a little more. And then I guess we'll have to go get some paint. Judging by the blue, I'm only guessing that blue and it's a 305. I didn't run any numbers or do nothing, but I don't care either way. But yeah, we'll have to look it up here. Somebody will tell me before I'll figure it out. Oh, man, that is still super gunky. Gee Louise, eh? Oh well. I can't read it. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Anyways, I think that is where I'm going to call it. I am going to call it a night, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. Well, I feel like I did a bunch here. So we cleaned the crap out of it. You know, I feel if I had a hot wash, it'd probably be faster, but it wouldn't have got it down to bare steel. That said, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the results. Didn't quite go as quick as I thought it would go, doing the old laser clean. It's pretty chaotic, but it did clean it. Like over here, there's still some sputs. This, I guess I could have got it. Maybe I could have turned the laser up more powerful, but I didn't feel like, well, I didn't really want to. I didn't know if it would get too hot or what would happen, so yeah, you see me play with it. I did it. It actually worked pretty good. I kind of blasted everything, but I don't know that I'm going to run this. I'm not a big have to dull my motor up crazy, but I mean, I have these valve covers, even though it's not a 327. But maybe I'll pick up some valve covers, you know, this spring at the swap meet or do something. For now, at least it's all together. I'll be able to throw the motor into the truck. That's kind of the plan. Just a loose mock-up. Had to change the dipstick out because the van one was like super long. Same with the oil level, but I don't have any dipstick, so I'm probably just going to shorten that one. Our parts stores aren't like yours in the States there, where like you go to your O'Reilly and you can get like just cool small block stuff on the shelf. We don't have that here. That's like custom order, and it's just faster to get it on Amazon than a lot of the parts places. Anyways, I won't put this all on, so we're going to be able to shoot it into the truck as a complete unit. I was mixed. I was going to go back to the original blue. Then I thought orange, but I'm like, man, the truck is like going to be green and then have that motor in there. Just, I don't know. So I just rattle canned it black. We'll do some dress up things, you know, like an air cleaner, some valve covers. We'll probably have to get some high heat paint there for the headers here. Yeah, I don't know what the motor is. I'm pretty sure it's a 350. I was originally thinking like blue was the old wives' tale, that was a 305, but I ran these numbers, and somewhere here I'll link all the options that we had, and I'm thinking it's the lower side. It's, I think, like an early 70s motor, probably 2 or 4 bolt, like, you know, it's just a goulash, just a small block Chevy. It just is what it is. Anyways, 3970010. So if somebody knows better, that might be awesome. I think there was another number a feller could look up here, but I don't know. I can't quite read it very well. I get a rough idea. I know it's a 350. I'm okay with that. So that brings me on to the next task, which is going to be, I'd like to at least get the steering hooked up. It'd be nice to get the steering hooked up and then work on the shifter part too, but I'd like to at least get, we're going to have to cut back that column a little bit. And then what I have are, so the plan is I picked up some wheelbarrow bearings. It's my go-to. I think I hit these up on Amazon. This should fit just right into the bottom of the sleeve. It's the same size as the steering shaft. These particular ones had a little edge on it. I don't know if that'll do me any help this round, but sometimes these, I don't know why, they seem a little smaller than normal, but we got, like I say, we got to cut this thing back, but whoop. Oh yeah. So usually these bearings are a little bigger. Like it just fits into the tube. Actually, it might work. No, it's stuck in there. Give you a little bit of light here. Alright, I'll have to pick that out. That sort of loosely sits in there. I'm not sure how. If I can pinch the edge of the tube down a little bit, that might help our cause there. Alright, well, I know this, because this sleeve can go in some more. I don't know if I'll put it on this end or we're going to cut this. I got to see how I choose to do this yet. But the length of the shaft is right. If we go shorter, that doesn't hurt anything. Might just pull the steering column out, because it'll be easier to build that on the bench than it is as I have it there. And at the same time, I might be able to make a little a bracket for the bottom so we can bolt it to the floor. Just kind of kill two birds with one stone there. What we'll do is we'll undo the steering column. We're going to mark it so we know where it is. We're going to mark the floor so we know where that is. And now we can weld that in after. Not too worried about that part. Okay, no, let's pull this out and then get that bearing on the end. Well, I didn't go over everything I did, but you've pretty much seen what I did. So I found a shaft that fit in the original GM collar on top. So I did that. We drilled it so we can kind of slip it on, bolt it in as it should. We machined down that shaft. I didn't realize this is almost like a slip. It's actually a 3/4 inch shaft with an oversize to get to the whatever the steering knuckle is on there. So anyways, we got our bearing in there. I chopped this column because I kind of put it together as whatever, pressed in at the top. I got a, this thing you can actually adjust. You move it and I can slide that collar up for the blinker. So long story short, I cut too much off, had to weld this back in. I added a sleeve into there that was the right diameter of the bearing, so that was good, and it fit inside of here really nice. So we kind of sleeved, drilled holes, plug welded, and welded everything up inside of here. It's kind of miserable if I had to service this bearing. You probably have to just heat and slide this sleeve off, and then you can take the bearing out to be able to slide the steering shaft out, or take your steering shaft off, slide this out, but you're still going to have to heat and pull this off. But whatever. I've never personally ever had to do a bottom bearing, but it's doable if it needed to be done. Let's put it that way. So anyways, we got this pretty much done up here. We'll have to move this blinker doodad up so it cancels out when it touches up into the steering column. I don't know if you can see anything in there, but anyways, we just had to bump it up to get the horn ring to work. So that's this. And then there's these. Don't exactly know the wiring schematic of this, but I'll find it out when the time comes. Anyways, we got this set up here. We're gonna drop it back into the truck, and then should be able to at least attach it to the steering. I'll worry about the shifter part after. I just wanted this part done so at least I can get it into the truck, and then we can kind of progress to pop the motor in place. That's kind of my it's kind of my plan for now. Yeah, I don't know. Not much else to say. Hopefully I didn't screw this up and I got it all the right length. Alrighty, look at that. So we buzzed up a plate quick. We got the steering column down there. It's mounted up here. We have what eventually will be my column shift. Into here, we got the plate. We got it bolted. Everything's all cherry, good to go. I'm not gonna put the master on until we get the motor in. I think the first things first, I got to pull the motor mounts off of this thing. I'm questioning whether this transmission is good because it doesn't look like it was apart, and it looks like I actually closed it up with intentions that I didn't want it to get moisture inside. So anyways, this thing will mock up. We could probably use it for rollies eventually over there. But for now, let's rip these mounts off. We'll throw them on the other motor and we'll kind of spring it around and drop it in. So for this one, Rolly's been doing some work. He kind of tweaked and got the front end all squared up, so it's like good where he likes it. The rails are back straight, they're centered, everything's good there. He's cut off the back because we're going to redo this part. So basically we're doing like this notch. We could reuse it, but we want to have the spring in behind, so we're just going to redo the whole step. So we're going to move it up exactly this far. And, well, not us. Rolly's basically doing all that. Anyways, we're going to set it up, pie it, get it up. He's going to build that. And then, I don't know if you'll see any of that, but that'll happen. He did cut out the inner structure because we are kind of moving everything over, so we'll kind of get our floor all moved back and stuff like that. But he's slowly making some progress over on his side. And I'm going to go pull some motor mounts and drop a motor in my truck. We got the motor all sitting in here. Test fit my headers. This is all good. Had to do a little bit of clearance under there. I was going to put my booster and stuff back on, but I think we're going to save that for next time here when we're going to work on the shifter. Because I think once I get that out of the way, it'd be easier. Underneath, that shifter linkage that I had from the other truck. Looks like I'll be able to use it. We'll just have to modify some stuff like underneath the truck. I'll have to move it back and change. Like, it doesn't work with the original orientation that was on the frame, so I guess everything's shoved back a little bit, which is fine. The motor's pretty bland, but I'm going to be at Speedway, so I'm just going to be ordering myself some little dull, some dress-up stuff. We're ordering some valve covers and an air cleaner. Looks like there's going to be plenty of room to run the battery box in here, so that is the plan, is to probably mount my battery up on the firewall. Probably might mount a smaller one, but we got the room. I don't know that I'm going to wrap the headers. I think I'm just going to leave them be for now, but yeah, not too bad. Definitely a lot of black. We'll probably paint the headers different color or something, and that'll work out. Once we get a little more stuff in here, it'll doll up a little better. I mean, in the end, it's just the motor. It is what it is. So we got that set. We got our steering mounted. Yeah, I don't know. I think we did pretty good. We have tons of noise in the background. The kid's working on his van there. And well, Rolly's slowly plugging away, making some progress on his stuff over there. So, hey, lots happening. Anyways, I think we're going to leave this one a little short. Next round, we'll probably get the shifter going, see if I can find a drive shaft. Got to do the power steering pump, plumb all that stuff. Maybe I have a rad. I don't know. I don't know how far we'll get with that. Maybe we'll move on to actually working on the rockers and stuff on here, getting that pan all sorted out, but I don't know. We'll wait till, we'll see what we feel like next round. Anyways, folks, as always, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. Later.